Hello. Hey, how you doing? Hey guys, it's Ray here, and welcome to my cheap versus expensive art supply series, where I test my personal take on the absolute most expensive, ridiculous, bougie art supplies that I can find, and compare it to the most cheapest art supply that I can find. In the past, you guys may have remembered that I have done the most expensive crayons that I could find, the most expensive watercolor that I can find, and finally, I am doing the most requested art supply that you guys have been asking forever for me to do. Colored pencils. Oh, wait, that's backwards. Colored pencils. And of course, before we start, as always, I gotta do that self-promo kind of thing. If you guys would like to check out all of my artwork since 2013 all the way to current day, as well as like updates and extra content and stuff like that, my Instagram will be located on the side right here, as well as my username somewhere, I don't know where. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you guys can see my everyday life, so. And also, before we jump right into it, I would like to give credit where credit is due. A few years ago, or maybe last year, everybody's favorite arts lord and savior, Jazza, made a video very similar to this, where he also tested out the caran color pencils and also compared them to some very cheap colored pencils. So, of course, where credit is due. It's a really wonderful video. I will link that down below, so if you want to go check his video out after my video, I'll leave it in the description. So without further ado, I guess we'll get into testing these babies. When I think of the most bougie, expensive, ridiculous, overpriced art supplies that I can find, there is only one brand that comes to mind. Yes guys, I am talking about the one, the only, caran Luminance Superior Quality 20 count colored pencils. So for those of you guys who don't know much about caran and about their brand, they are a Swiss-made imported brand. And what makes these superior, according to their website, the creaminess of the permanent lead combined with the unbeatable light resistance.
Excellent for the most demanding artists, designers, architects, art directors, etc. A creamy, generous lead in a range of balanced colors with a high pigment concentration, recommended for mixing and shading, working blends, or for shading and rubbing with a light pencil. These colored pencils have a permanent creamy lead with maximum covering power, high pigment concentration points.
And the total price of these 20 pencils retails on their official website for $92 plus tax. Oh, every time I say that price out loud, my heart dies a little bit on the inside. $90 for 20 pencils. That is just, no. But of course, you can get them on Amazon for a little bit cheaper. I believe I got mine on Amazon for $60. So in contrast to these super fancy, ridiculous pencils, I went down to Walmart, as always, and I picked up the cheapest Crayolas that I can find, which were only $1 for these. Now, as far as like the claims on these, there's not really that many. Pretty much they're bright, bold colors, they're long-lasting, pre-sharpened, and they're premium quality, and also non-toxic. So yeah, pretty straight to the point. I also picked up the 24-pack of pencils, so I'm gonna try to stick as close to the thumbnail as possible and use only the 12-pack. But if I desperately need a color, then I will use the more expensive $3 24-pack of Crayolas and, you know, use a color. I just want to say before this video starts, my dog is in the room with me, so if you hear like little paw prints or like some wagging, it's 100% my dumb dog. So yeah, here they are in all of their glory. I'm a little sad because I was expecting these to be in a tin case because I like the tin case packaging. That's just a little personal preference of mine. This appears just to be cardboard. Dun 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 dun. I feel like this is Christmas or something. This is so exciting. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, it comes with a little booklet that pretty much explains like all the other products that they have. Oh, I couldn't find the 12 assortment one, so I ordered the 20. I wish I would have been able to find the 12. Life goes on, I suppose. Wow, these are absolutely beautiful. Oh man, these are so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. look how pretty the wood is. It's all different colors because the wood, it's not made from just like plywood, it's made from actual wood. Oh man, these are so beautiful. I've never actually said this about a pencil, but there's some really nice craftsmanship going on with these. Oh god, look at this red. Oh my god, that is like the exact color of blood. That is so pretty. Oh man, these are some nice ass pencils. Oh my god, they're beautiful. Oh, so these are nice, but will they compare to everybody's favorites in the whole wide world, Crayola? And you guys know I love Crayola. I mean, they don't blend as much I like them to, and they're obviously not going to have as much pigment as the other ones, but I think for $1, like this 12-pack of Crayolas is really nice. But I want to see how big the difference is between the two. Dun, 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 dun. So the reason I'm not showing you guys real-time swatches is because I want you guys to guess. One of these sides is the cheap side and the other side is the expensive side. So just look at that for a second and tell me which one do you think is the cheap one. To the average eye, especially because you guys are seeing so HD now, I don't know if you guys can tell immediately, but this side is Crayola here and here, and this side is the $90 color pencil. Would you think there would be like such a big difference that you would be like, oh man, I can see it right off the bat which side is which and which side isn't? But honestly, you have to like look for a second to see which one. $1 versus 90, you think it would be, you know, completely different. Like if you were to get a $1 tattoo versus a $90 tattoo. If you were to go to a $1 doctor versus a $2 doctor. If you were to get $1 food versus $90 food. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a clear difference between the two usually, but in this case, there's not that huge of a difference. And it may be hard to see, but if you look closely enough, you can see which one is much more shinier, like which one has the more filler, which one's more matte, which one has the more true color. And you can definitely tell on the side, when you look from the side, which one is more scratchier. What I'm trying to say is that Crayola is holding up to its own, I think, as of right now. And of course, lastly, I want to try blending these babies out. As of right now, they are not blended out. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. But the caran dache, as you guys can see, is already starting to blend out. It's basically blending itself out without me even doing anything. I feel like you're about to definitely see a difference. Wow. So yeah, Crayola came out really nice. It's just really scratchy, but these, yeah, so I think it's pretty obvious who won the blending. I'm gonna give it to Caran because I was able to make a much harsher, smoother blend than I was with this. But Crayola did, again, it did pretty good for being only $1. So if I had to pick which one blends better, I'm gonna pick the caran dache. Mainly because I was able to get a much harsher line to blend, while this one I had to go all the way over here with the dark pencil. So yeah, that's really nice. Good for you, caran dache. I'm glad I didn't waste my money. Okay, we are zoomed in and looking good. Look at those nails. Oh, God, it is hot in here because of these lights. This is why I don't like to do real time, is because like you can hear all the talking and complaints that I have in real life. So I'm going to use some pre-drawn images because I am going to be drawing multiple fish today. That way we can compare 100% evenly. And yeah, also just to save time. So first, I don't think it was anybody's surprise that I was going to use these really awesome pencils first. Then after that, Crayola, and then after that I figured I would use Prismacolor, but I'll probably do that one off camera. Besides the Faber-Castell 24 color story, I think this is probably one of the best color stories that I've seen, because look, there's a pastel purple. I've never seen that in a really small color story, so I'm into that. Do you believe in my path of love? Oh my goodness, look how pretty that blends. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, that is nice. I'm into that. I am feeling that.
Sorry about the weird camera lighting. I'm still getting used to my new camera, so maybe next video I'll figure it out. But these pencils, it's witchcraft. Like, it's actual witchcraft because they have that smooth, creamy texture and blendability of wax pencils like Prismacolor, but they have the hardness and the durability of wax pencils like Polychromos. It's like the best of both worlds, and I didn't even know that was possible. But you know, they're not perfect. And for $90, I wish they were perfect, but no, that's just not the case. Two things wrong that I've seen major with these pencils is that there's so much fallout from these, you would have to use a paper towel or something to block your hand from smudging loose pigment all over the white. Like, you don't want that to happen, because it will. And the second issue, which is kind of a major issue, is that the white is very much not pigmented. I mean, it's like average pigmented. And also the purple, the light purple, the only purple that's located in there is also very much not pigmented. And just like, I don't know, I just wanted some consistency, especially for $90. You know, I don't know, I'm really gonna have to dock some points off for that. Alright, so for Crayola, I'm gonna go kind of fast for this because one, like I said, I had such a hard time with the footage, and two, I feel like most of you guys probably already know about Crayola, like you guys know what's up. I'm just gonna say it now. You heard it here first. Out of all the cheap colored pencils that are available nationwide that you can just run to Target and go get, run to Walmart and go get, Crayola is by far the best for the price. So many other brands that sell their colored pencils for $1, and absolutely none of them have ever matched, in my opinion, to Crayola. And that's good and everything, but again, it's not all just rainbows because Crayola is really scratchy. It's really hard to blend. The white is almost nothing. Like, I don't even know why they put a white in there. So, in conclusion, we have the $1, $20, and finally the $90, which honestly, there's not that huge of a difference between the two. I honestly think that the Prismacolor works out just fine compared to the $90. And my last piece of evidence that I want to show you guys is this unedited thumbnail that I made. Now you'll notice that the Caran dache side, every single transition shade blends wonderfully, but that's not the same with the Crayola side. So basically I could mix any color of the two Caran dache, but I wouldn't be able to do that with Crayola. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a little extra something.
Bowie, do you want to be in my video? Say hi to the camera, Bowie. Tell the people how much you love them, as she slowly struggles away. Okay, so final thoughts featuring Bowie. So on one hand, I have literally the best pencils I have ever used. This formula is absolutely incredible. And on the other hand, I have the actual best colored pencils that you can get for this price. Hands down, absolutely. So I'm kind of conflicted of which one do I think is worth the price. Now I'm just gonna say it right now, $90, these are not worth $90. Like, they are incredible, they are amazing, they're bougie, they're everything I've ever wanted. But $90 is so much money. They even have a set on their website that is almost $400 for 76 pencils. Think about how many Copics you can get with that amount of money. Like, that is just ridiculous in my opinion. But I do think for the Amazon price of $60, this ain't bad. But again, I feel like this is kind of like a one-time purchase kind of deal. I do a lot of art, obviously it's my job to do artwork for you guys. So I would burn through these $60 pencils in like a week. And I can't be going around buying $60 pencils every 5 seconds, you know, it's just not worth it. So I do think these are worth it just to try out and have them for reference and to keep them around, especially if you're a serious artist like myself. And on the other hand, the Crayola. If you're wanting to do sketching, just mess around with colored pencils, or just have a bunch of colored pencils, this is where it's at. This is where it's always gonna be at. This is the best you can get for that price. But they're really scratchy, you have a hard time blending them, so that's where those issues come in. So, for the first time, I think ever on this series, I am going to give these both a tie. And it all depends on your situation, so yeah. a die. Bowie, which one do you like? Oh, you like this one. Oh, you're too sweet. Oh, she likes the Crayola. She likes the Crayola. Okay, that's a fair choice. Anyway, guys, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next video. Bye. Tell the people bye, Bowie. Tell the people bye.